As Black Friday deals sweep across America, millions of shoppers are doing something unexpected, spending less. But what's even more surprising is that some of that saved money is going into crypto. A new Deloitte report shows US shoppers plan to spend 4% less this holiday weekend compared with last year, reversing a long held belief that holiday spending always grows. The pullback spans the entire income ladder. Americans earning under $50,000 say they'll spend 12% less, while those making over $200,000 plan to cut by a larger margin, about 18%. Inflation, rent, and groceries are squeezing households nationwide. Consumer confidence is barely above its lowest reading on record, and nearly 70% of Americans expect unemployment to rise next year.
Well, New York has a solution for some of its citizens. How about $12,000 in crypto? USDC. Let's talk about that.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
Yes, although this article here is less than 24 hours old, we do know that Coinbase started this program under Give Directly. However, yes, some inflation hit Americans received $12,000 in crypto. It says soaring prices, thinning paychecks, and the toughest holiday season in years are pushing many Americans to rethink how they manage money. And in one corner of New York City, that rethink now includes crypto. It says rent remains elevated, grocery prices are stubbornly high, and transportation costs are stretching budgets further than before. The result is younger and lower income Americans are entering the holiday season with less financial room than ever. So, what's the solution? $12,000 in aid. An unusual pilot program is offering $12,000 in crypto. The initiative, run by the nonprofit Give Directly and funded by leftover contributions from Coinbase's closed philanthropy arm, is providing 160 low income New Yorkers with a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar. Each participant will receive $8,000 as a lump sum and then $800 a month for 5 months. All of it delivered through Coinbase accounts where recipients can hold, withdraw, or convert the funds. Oh my goodness. I hope a lot of those young people knew about XRP. The article goes on to say, under a crypto lifeline in an inflationary year, that Give Directly designed the structure intentionally, large enough to help with high cost barriers, security deposits, tuition advances, and overdue bills, but spaced out enough to prevent recurring breathing room. The concept is rooted in basic income research, which increasingly shows that predictable, unconditional payments can relieve financial stress and improve decision making. But this is the first major US pilot to use crypto rather than traditional dollars. According to Give Directly, the choice was practical. USDC allowed instant digital transfers, near zero disbursement costs, easy conversion to cash, and options to spend with debit cards or withdraw at ATMs. Interesting. Rooted in basic income research. This article here from InvestX says New Yorkers received 12,000 in crypto. Universal basic income initiates with Coinbase. So this is all part of a test pilot for universal basic income being distributed in cryptocurrency. One way or another, they're going to put everybody on the crypto system, and that's just where it's going to be because then they can control the money. And these fortunate 160 young adults received $12,000 in USDC through a pilot program deposited directly into a blockchain wallet. So even if they weren't used to having a blockchain wallet, I'm sure they learned how to use one and they were motivated and incentivized with $12,000 on the hook. Dubbed Future First, this program, conducted in partnership with the organization Give Directly, doesn't just distribute funds, it tests the rails of a potential new monetary system. The 160 participants aged 18 to 30 and residing in New York received a total allocation of $12,000. Unlike traditional government aid, often slow and bureaucratic, these funds were distributed in USDC stablecoins directly to a digital wallet hosted by Coinbase. 18 is kind of young to know how to handle $12,000, but I hope they were wise enough to make good decisions. They did indicate tuitions and things like this, so maybe these were more based young individuals.
Some Americans say they're skipping Black Friday to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum instead. We spoke to several consumers across the country about their Black Friday plans. One person said, quote, shopping doesn't make me money. Crypto might. Whatever I save this weekend is going into Bitcoin, unquote. Another person said, quote, we don't buy gifts anymore. We buy dips. This is a person who said that he usually spends about $800 on Black Friday. This year, he's spending just $120, with the rest going into Solana. He said, quote, I'd rather own Solana than another pair of headphones, unquote. And while retail spending slows, crypto prices are quietly ticking up.
This is where things are going, folks, and they are testing the universal basic income initiatives, with Coinbase setting the stage. So, is a time coming in the future where others will start to find surprise money in their accounts? I guess only time will tell.
Global crypto market cap is at $3.07 trillion. Bitcoin at press time was stable at $86,885 after climbing 1.6% in the past 24 hours. Analysts say that lower holiday spending won't move crypto markets overnight, but this cultural shift could matter long term. Economists say that in times of high inflation, Americans usually cut spending. But this year, some are redirecting that money into something they hope will grow. For more interesting takes on crypto market sentiments, stay tuned with the Street Roundtable.
I thought that was interesting, so I wanted to share it with you and talk about it. And guess what? I talked about it. I'm DK Will. This is DK Will Talk About It. Have a wonderful day.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.